willkommen zurück zu einem weiteren Honkai Star Rail Video. Leute, es ist soweit. Das Update ist da. Ja, es gibt das Event, das scheinbar schon direkt läuft. Die Begleitermission von Jing Liu. Mehr Trailplay-Story. Sogar halt tatsächlich auch Teil der Story und nicht nur irgendwie Teil von einem Event. Was ich tatsächlich eher mal vermutet hatte. Ja, wieder Eignungsdemonstrationen, wieder mal Geschenk der Odyssee und immer noch Simulated Universe. Wo auch jetzt sogar auch nochmal ein separates Event jetzt kommen wird in der Version. Einiges. Genau, und ohne groß hin und her, wir begeben uns direkt zum Express und starten die Trailplay-Story. Ich will unbedingt spielen, ich kann nämlich jetzt tatsächlich nur heute aufnehmen und dann erst wieder nächsten Montag und draußen hupt jemand.
Hey,
und ich will wissen, wie es weitergeht.
It's a world called Penacony. I hear it's a beautiful, dreamy place. I'm so excited.
Bin ich auch, weil es ja mit Harmonie zu tun hat.
Pom said the banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off. What can I do to pass the time? Huh? Is that my phone? Must be the group chat.
Oh. Neue Nachricht im Gruppenchat bekommen? Gruppenchat von Bronya, Kellerkind und ich schätze mal March 7. Ne, dann hier mit dem Proster sagen. Könnt ihr diese Nachricht lesen, Expressbesatzung? Hey Bronya? Ja, ich sehe sie. Schon ein Weilchen her, Bronya. Bronya, immer wieder hinterher. Bronya, wir vermissen dich hier so sehr. Großartig. Ich hatte schon Sorgen, dass ihr meine Nachricht nicht erhaltet. Ich weiß, dass ihr viel zu tun habt, deshalb fasse ich mich kurz. In letzter Zeit bin ich dabei, das Solwarm-Festival vorzubereiten. Ein traditionelles Fest in Belobog. Die übliche Feierlichkeit für dieses Fest wurde wegen des Fragmentums und der Abregung jahrelang ausgesetzt. Und die Beloboger brauchen jetzt wirklich eine heiße Feier, um ihre Stimmung zu heben. Ja. Wenn ihr Zeit habt, würde ich also euch gerne zu unserem Festival einladen, damit ihr mit eigenen Augen sehen könnt, wie wir Belobog neues Leben einhauchen. Gerne! Ich auch. Feste und Feiern sind genau mein Ding. Es wäre toll, wenn ihr kommen könntet. Alle haben euch vermisst. Hat dann Hank zurzeit viel zu tun? Er schreibt gar keine Nachrichten. In letzter Zeit verkriecht er sich in seinem Zimmer. Ich schätze mal, er hat all seine Geräte ausgeschaltet. Wir schauen für dich nach ihm. Danke, mehr. Auch sie sagt jetzt Märzchen. Ich freue mich schon drauf, euch alle beim Solwarm-Festival zu sehen. Und wieder ihr Sticker mit Rosen. Schön.
That Don Hung. He can't just ignore Bronya.
Ach, März, komm schon. To be fair, er hat eine Menge jetzt gerade auch mit durchgemacht. Es ist gerade eine Menge für ihn passiert auf der Cianjo. Markt der Zukunft. Prolog. Also, ja, das ist jetzt irgendwie hier die Jing Liu Story Quest. Ich würde die auch so gerne machen, aber ich will gerade eher die Main Story fortführen. Das will ich machen, bevor ich die Companion Quest auf jeden Fall spiele. So. Danhang.
Donhung.
Hello.
Bronya just sent all of us a message. Did you see it yet?
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply? Bronya's a good friend of ours.
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for idle chat.
Wie
There's
ich
been a
meinte.
lot weighing on my mind since the Lofu. It was tough on the spirit.
Absolut verständlich.
Donhung.
Absolut verständlich.
I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy. You're right. You went through a lot on the Cianjo. Take all the time you need.
Aber warum kommst du nicht mit, um auf andere Gedanken zu kommen?
No thanks. I'll be
Okay,
staying
auch
on the
verständlich.
express.
Beides wäre
It's great
verständlich.
that Belobog is able to host a celebration. I hope your trip goes well. Say hi to our friends for me.
Okay. Rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
I'll be there next time.
Ja, ich bin auch mal gespannt beim nächsten Mal.
Looks like it's just the two of us
Wenn
then.
auch Himeko Teil der Main-Truppe wird in dem Teil. Wahrscheinlich. Kommt nicht mit, dann sind wir vorbei auf uns
Pity.
gestellt.
He's gonna
Ja.
miss out. We never get the chance to go on a stress-free adventure.
Stressfrei für uns oder stressfrei für den Planeten?
Don't get yourself all worked up. If your Rillo 6 is strong enough to withstand a Stellaron, it'll be just fine.
Oh, Stellaron können sie mithalten, aber Steuern? So, was ist mit Pompom?
Pom-Pom can't just leave the express whenever they feel like it. You didn't know? Seems like someone wasn't paying attention. Why don't we go
Sorry.
ask Himeko to tag along? She might be up for an adventure. You've been on the express for a while now, but you've never gone on a trip with Himeko before, right? Well, now's your chance.
Gerade eben meine ich noch so, ob Himeko, dass ich mich freue, wenn nächste Main Story Himeko mitkommt. Oh, sehen wir ihren Raum? Oh. Nein, sie sitzt dahinter. Ich dachte, sie sitzt in ihrem Raum.
Marge. That's a big smile on your face.
Aber ich glaube, das
What's
war,
the good news?
oder war das Weltzimmer?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on your Rillo 6, organized by the Supreme Guardian, and we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds. Don Hung won't be going anywhere for a while. He's still resting up, so
Ich frage
wanna
mich,
come
ob
with us?
sie mitkommt.
I mean, considering how you helped us out with Cocolia, I'm sure Bronya would be happy to see you.
Ah, so that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration. Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are
Aw.
full right now. Please send my regards to the
Also
Supreme
wirklich
Guardian.
als in der nächsten
Make the
Story.
most of the festivities. You've earned it.
Auf dem nächsten
You
Planeten
two
meine
and
ich.
Don Hung did help save Rillo 6 after all. I'll be sure to join you guys next time.
Navigators really do have their plates full, huh? Seems like it's just you and me this time. Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find me when you're ready to set off.
Und Welt fragen wir gar nicht erst, oder wie? Ich habe seine Dialogoption nicht genommen, das bedeutet, er wird gar nicht erst gefragt. Oh. Ich erinnere mich, dieses Design gesehen zu haben. Oh mein Gott, wie cool.
Pretty neat, right?
Ist das jetzt tatsächlich ein Skin, den man bekommen kann? Wann hast du das gekauft?
It's actually not new. I just never had the right occasion
Aber
to
ja, ist ein
try it
cooles
on.
Design. Ist ein cooles Outfit. Aber echt, ich habe das Design schon mal gesehen, aber ich habe es bis gerade komplett vergessen. Ach, das ist so schön. So schön, dass man jetzt hier einfach sich nochmal die Dialoge anschauen kann.
This kind of event
So
doesn't
gutes
come
Update.
around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit, are you?
Ich vermute schon. Ich glaube, ich habe keine anderen Outfits.
Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
Aber Mark sieht richtig schön aus in dem Outfit. Auch mit dem Diadem auf dem Kopf.
Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. That should be everything. Let's go. Wow, that was
Pom-Pom-Puppe.
fast. Don't you have anything you want to bring with you?
Ach, alle meine Relikte haben Geschwindigkeitsattribute.
People might fall for that, but I won't. I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like your Rillo 6's average temperature has warmed up quite a bit. It's much warmer than it was on our first trip. I wouldn't
Okay.
call it livable just yet, but things are looking up. I'm so happy for Bronya and Zila. Ready to go?
Yep. Ich bin so
Belobog,
gespannt,
here
wenn
we
ja
come.
auch Topaz dabei ist. Und jetzt einfach das nächste Problem von Rillo 6. Steuern. Oh, da ist sie, oder? Ja, das ist Nambi. Das ist Nambi. Und da ist Topaz. Ah,
700 years.
ihr habt einige Steuern zu zahlen.
It's never too late to pick up the tab.
Halt wirklich so. 700 Jahre sind vergangen. Zeit
How
zu
do people living
Steuern
in
zu
all this
zahlen.
snow celebrate anything? One thing's for sure, though. Where there's a celebration, there's bound to be...
Oh.
wait a sec.
Dialog.
That person over there. That doesn't look like a Silvermane Guard uniform.
Ah, Dialog ist nicht
All in
gekommen.
black. Surely they're not IPC? On this world? Am I going crazy?
Es ist immer so seltsam für mich irgendwie. Es heißt ja IFK im Deutschen, aber IPC im Englischen. Und jedes Mal dann sagen sie IPC. Was machen die hier?
That's what I'd like to know. If they're here to look for Findy, then they're more than just a little late.
Oh Gott. Ja, nee, Findy. Wenn die den wollen, ich sag denen gerne, wo der ist, wenn die den wegnehmen und nie wieder ans Tageslicht bringen.
There's only one way to find out. Let's go ask. I've always found IPC staff easy to talk to.
Oh Gott, der ist jetzt extrem eklig drauf, oder? Der ist so direkt, was willst du? Lass mich in Ruhe.
Hi, do you work for the Interastral Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
Oder er sagt gar nichts. Das kann man auch machen. Okay.
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
Okay.
Take us out?
Take them out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way.
What the fuck?
Do anything
Okay, Topaz denkt sich auch so, was? Was zum Teufel? Einfach erste Reaktion. Soll ich sie töten?
Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Topaz, an investment expert from
Oh
the
my God,
Interastral
Nambi.
Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurilla 6 for a special business assignment. You'll have to forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit. Please don't take it to heart.
Phew, you scared the life out of me. We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the Astral Express.
Oh,
You may have
Reaktion.
heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
Hello.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing.
Schicksal treibt die seltsamsten Blüten. Das habe ich auch noch nie gehört.
I
So.
heard that Eurilla 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely you two aren't.
Doch. Es ist uns eine Ehre. Dank uns kannst du Steuern sammeln.
Jeez,
Okay.
can you be a little more humble?
Nein.
I never imagined I'd run
Niemals.
into living legends here. Must be your lucky day, huh, Numby?
Conti.
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other. Going wherever businesses
Gott, so ein
require me
Nambi.
to be.
Cute. Ich kann nicht auf
Your job
Dialoge achten,
sounds
ich muss auf
pretty
ein Schwein
similar to the
achten.
express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess. Oh, Bronya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect. But I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. That's the reason I'm here on Eurilla 6. To meet with her. Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right? My apologies for delaying you both.
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. Want to come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast, iconic snowscape for just a little longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information. I don't usually respond during work hours, but I'd be happy to chat off the clock.
Wow, I actually managed to get an IPC executive's phone number without even trying.
Sag mir, wie ich reich werde. Ich bin für ein Projekt im Wert von 8 Milliarden Credits verantwortlich.
As if anyone would ever believe that.
Ich weiß nicht mehr, worauf sich das gerade bezieht.
You two make a cute pair.
Ich weiß nicht mehr, worauf sich das gerade
Anyway, I'd
bezieht.
better
Aber
be
es
on my
ist
way.
mit Sicherheit
See you
irgendwas,
next
was mit
time.
Asta zu tun hatte. Oder ich bin gerade komplett dumm. Das kann auch gut sein.
The universe is huge. Yet we somehow stumbled onto the same path. Fate truly works in mysterious ways, don't you think?
Ja.
Come on, let's head into the city.
Alright. Ich bin sehr gespannt. Ich bin echt sehr gespannt, wie die Story jetzt hier verlaufen wird. Wie das sein wird mit Bronya. Oh, ich bin so happy.
Wow, there are people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog? And now to check out the main event, the food. Come on, keep up.
Können wir machen. Jetzt muss ich gerade schauen. Kriegt man es über das Event? Vielleicht? Oder... Okay. Ich sehe nirgendwo, dass man jetzt spezifisch das Outfit bekommt. Ich weiß, man bekommt ja hier das, über das Event einen Forster-Charakter von denen, den man sich auswählen kann. Und scheinbar eine Textbox. Auch interessant. Ich hoffe wirklich, das Outfit wird für March verfügbar. Und hallo Payla.
Is that Payla? Looks like she's teaching the kids again. So cool. Next, I'll be introducing the history of the museum. Everyone listen carefully. Belobog's History and Culture Museum was founded 600 years ago and was originally built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa.
So hungry. I wish I could have
Verständlich.
a red sunset scene.
Ich wollte schon sagen.
It was
Die
built
hören die Kinder
to
aber gut zu.
memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa Rand.
Guess what? I heard there's gonna be a Silvermane adventure camp opening in the overworld soon. It's gonna be super awesome.
Also, those who sacrificed their lives in the war against the invaders.
Payla,
700 years ago.
ich glaube, du kriegst die Kinder nicht interessiert.
Miss Payla, Peter is falling asleep. Enough. From now on, no whispering aloud. If you don't want to have any homework later, you'd better start listening.
Sorry, Miss Payla.
That's better. Now, where was I? Oh, I never knew Payla had a strict side.
Nett. Noch immer selber machen. So. Oh mein Gott, nein.
Hang on a sec. Isn't that Wallace up ahead? Looks like he's finally made some friends. I wonder what they're talking about.
Oh Gott.
Oh, and you,
Lass uns zuhören, was Wallace diesmal
Robert,
vermasselt.
why don't you tell everyone how you were released from jail so quickly?
Wow.
Selling cultural relics and impersonating Silvermane guards are both heinous crimes.
Wow, guter Smalltalk, Wallace.
Well, it was all thanks to my uncle, you know.
Ah, I remember. Your uncle is Minister Knoll. He heads up the Department of Transportation, no?
Yes, you knew that too?
You're shameless, Norbert. Not to be rude, but if I were thrown in jail, I wouldn't possibly ask my father to bail me out.
Do you think I wanted to? I'm not the type of person to abuse my status.
I don't really know about that.
Get off my back, will you?
Wow.
I had to deal with hardened criminals in jail. Now that I'm free, my supposed friends are ganging up on me.
Looks like things are getting heated. I think we'd better get out of here.
Yep, da stimme ich zu, March. Oh, Serval. Hi. Na?
Quick,
Woo! Thanks, everyone! Hope you're ready for a great show. Let's get
Heartbeats will shake me, so rules can't break me. Crank the sound and let your soul be free.
Nice. Wow. Einfach der Song von ihrem Trailer. Boah, das ist übelst cool gerade. Das ist super.
Phew. Who'd have thought just taking
hallo?
a stroll could be so tiring?
March, ich war noch nicht überall.
Say, I think we should probably pay Bronya a visit. After all, she was the one who invited us here.
Ja, hallo, aber ich habe mich noch nicht
We could check out
umgeguckt.
some other fun stuff elsewhere. Your call.
Ja, woanders. Hallo?
Say, I think we should or we...
Hallo? Sind sie jetzt weg, die Sachen?
Have you heard of the Rightful Rights Society?
Okay, ist eine Bank. Ich sehe auf jeden Fall noch hier, Gepard.
The Supreme Guardian mentioned there'd be mystery guests attending the Soulworm celebrations, but I didn't think it'd be the express crew. I hope you had a smooth journey. I should have dispatched Silvermane guards to welcome you on arrival. My apologies.
Ach komm, wusstest ja nicht, wer es war. Sei mal fair mit dir selbst. Ja, ich weiß jetzt nicht, was das andere noch war, was ich hätte machen können. Wenn ich in die Nähe gehe, hört man sie singen. Okay. Geht es dir gut? Okay. Okay. Einfach
You know what I mean.
nett. Nett. Okay. Es wird Zeit. Zeit, mit Bronya zu reden. Ich bin froh, auf jeden Fall nochmal was auf Jubilee 6 zu machen. Oh, und sie ist schon hier. Oh, und sie ist schon hier.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter. However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot simply be written off. Oh,
Hello.
it looks like we have some visitors.
Bronya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up
Okay,
already
ich dachte schon, hä? Kommt kein Dialog mehr?
Please consider
Tja.
my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Jahre 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great importance.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are cooperative.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry our business got in
Seele.
the way of a reunion with old
Ich hoffe,
friends.
Seele macht mit.
I'll get out of your way.
Mal schauen, wie Seele damit handelt, wenn jetzt hier IPC ankommt. So, Bronya.
Is
Na,
everything
was
all
denn
right,
los?
Bronya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
Payla, bist du jetzt schon fertig mit den Kindern?
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I'd planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Soulworm Festival.
Verständlich. Ich habe nur das Wort Schulden gehört.
Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the Eternal Freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians.
Aber die IPC hat sich daran erinnert.
Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Jahre 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster.
Okay.
It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Ja.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Yarillo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost. It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
Scheinbar.
The interest.
Und die Zinsen natürlich. Und wie viel will ich die Zahl überhaupt wissen?
Astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers.
Holy.
Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
Oh, I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it.
Tja. Ich bezweifle, dass die Belobogger sich von sich aus etwas unternehmen können.
Right. We need to figure out how to help them. The IPC is too big and powerful. Even if Bronya steps in, it'll be hard for her to resolve the situation.
Ja, aber wie können wir
You seem
helfen?
to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it. Perhaps there's still hope?
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side.
Ja. Lass uns auf jeden Fall mal mit Topaz reden.
After all, this girl here is a pretty good negotiator.
Bin ich?
Thank you so much, both of
Ich
you.
meine, ja,
I'm so
aber
sorry for dragging you into more trouble.
will ich mich mit der
While out
IPC
looking for
anlegen?
Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck. And
Okay.
Hey, I just remembered. Topaz gave me her number. We might as well just be direct and ask her where she is. She seems like the type of person who appreciates a straight approach.
Ja. Freund Topaz. KI-Antwort. Okay. Von vorne. Freund Topaz, bist du da? Guten Tag, Direktorin Topaz ist zurzeit beschäftigt und kann Ihre Nachricht nicht beantworten. Bitte haben Sie etwas Geduld. Eine automatische Antwort? Sie antwortet während der Arbeitszeit wirklich nicht auf Nachrichten. Guten Tag, Direktorin Topaz ist zurzeit beschäftigt und kann Ihre Nachricht nicht beantworten. Bitte haben Sie Geduld. KI-Antwort. Bitte sage mir, wo Topaz ist. Hallo, ich überprüfe Direktorin Topaz Terminplan. Direktorin Topaz macht zurzeit eine Inspektionsrunde im Museum der Geschichte von Belobog, Yarillo 6. Dieses Ding ist ziemlich schlau, danke. Guten Tag, Direktorin Topaz ist zurzeit beschäftigt. Ja, Merz, muss nur ein Talent haben.
She's at the museum. We better think about what we're gonna say. She might be young, but she is an IPC executive.
Ich denke, das Beste ist halt irgendwie sozusagen, ja, Belobog kann jetzt nicht direkt zahlen wegen den Umständen und alles, aber man kann bestimmt gemeinsamen Profit letztendlich kriegen. So, RIP, bam. Problem gelöst.
it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run into each other.
Ja. Genieß den Augenblick.
Why, of course I will. Meeting friends from the Astral Express is always a moment worth cherishing. What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts several generations' hardships.
Scheint was von Kunst zu verstehen.
Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually,
Let's walk and talk. This way.
Okay. Von mir aus.
Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough.
Miss Topaz, Bronya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her.
Ja.
So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
Help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of
So,
thing.
was sind meine Optionen? Ne? Wir möchten im Namen von Bronya um einen Gefallen bitten. Die Forderungen sind unzumutbar. Ich glaube nicht, dass ich das einfach so selber bestimmen kann. Wir möchten dich im Namen von Bronya um einen Gefallen bitten.
I see. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties. But if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt.
Tja. Und wenn die Schulden nicht zurückgezahlt werden
The
können...
Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions, but Eurillo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Bronya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one. The exhibits here are pretty ordinary.
Ich darf's noch nicht
I
wissen.
estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
Guckt sie jetzt sich gerade so was könnte theoretisch verkauft
so you're
werden.
basically saying the Belobogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life. Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurillo 6?
Sie mag Tiere.
So white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one?
Ja, ist halt die Sache. Ja, sind die Schulden von hier. Ja, muss zurückgezahlt werden und so, aber ja, ist natürlich halt auch, sind die die Vorfahren, die Vorvorfahren und alles, die Schulden hatten. Tja. Du magst Tiere?
I absolutely adore them. Have you guys met Numby yet? Oh, where'd they go? They must be off playing somewhere. Come to think of it, this little guy is on display here probably means it's already extinct.
Wahrscheinlich.
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Bronya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion.
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Bronya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Arillo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this.
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move an inch.
Ich meine, es wäre interessant mal zu wissen, was jetzt, was die Conditions sind, die sie gestellt hat. Weil, wie sie selber gerade sagt, sie versucht ja scheinbar schon, und das glaube ich auch, halt das Wohl der Leute im Blick zu halten. Das heißt, es wird nicht einfach so sein, dass ja, zahlt Schulden oder wir hauen alles kaputt. Ich vermute halt also am ehesten, dass sie halt die ganz natürlich wertvollen Sachen, vielleicht wie zum Beispiel die Bilder, weswegen sie sich ja teilweise umschaut, mitnehmen würden, was natürlich nicht gut wäre und zum Beispiel Bronya nicht gefällt. Aber,
Well, yeah, but she'll be really disappointed.
Tja, aber ich meine...
I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be unwise to make the IPC our enemy.
Yep.
All these vested interests. So hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Wait, did I even go to school?
Interesting.
Did someone send you a message?
Interesting. Oh mein Gott. Jetzt kommt's. Hey, hier sind seltsame Leute. Komm bitte vorbei. Wie ich höre, bist du wieder im Belobog-Keller, Kind. Sag mir Bescheid, wenn du mal einen Moment Zeit hast. Das ist dringend. Was ist los, Seele? Eine Schar... Ja, ich wusste es. Eine Schar Gauner ist runter in die Unterwelt gekommen, hat die große Mine in ihre Gewalt gebracht. Ich habe Bronya gefragt, was wir tun sollen. Sie sagt, dass wir erstmal nicht uns mit ihnen anlegen sollen. Dann hör auf sie. Bronya hat wahrscheinlich recht. Es ist am besten, ihnen nicht in die Quere zu kommen. Zu spät. Wildfire und die Silberman-Wachen haben sie bereits angegriffen. Aber die Schufte haben krass überlegene Superwaffen mit erhöhtem Schaden. Wir kommen nicht gegen sie an. Ich sende dir einen Notruf, falls ich nicht mehr weiter weiß. Ich komme. Okay. Dass die Silberman-Wachen auch mit angegriffen haben.
Huh? The IPC are causing trouble in the underworld? Already? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Oh, and now they're pulling this stunt? You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute.
Komm schon, wir müssen ja auf jeden Fall die Lage retten.
I don't think I have it in me to play the hero. I guess complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand.
Ich bin gespannt, warum die jetzt wirklich so aggressiv hier waren, so.
One's hexagrammatic position is always in flux.
Wie gesagt, ich kann es auch verstehen, so grundsätzlich, okay, die haben jetzt hier die Mine sich geholt, so weil, ja, klar, Geomark, Geld verkaufen und all sowas. Aber mit Gewaltgold und jetzt hier so, mein Cousin ist nochmal da drin, was? Was ist los?
Hey, am I glad to see you two here. I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out.
Ist irgendjemand verletzt?
Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey, just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us. What's the matter? Got nothing to say?
What's going on inside the mine? Any ideas?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black. These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the Underworlders.
Ist Topaz irgendwo hier?
Who?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting without her authorization?
The person you're
Schwer zu
talking
sagen.
about. Are they in charge of the people in black? Topaz Pasto?
Topaz Pasto.
She can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in the Great Mine. Are you two with me?
Ich muss halt auch sagen, so sehr aggressiv, ja. Kann auch sein, dass natürlich ein bisschen mit der Unterwelt, vor allem zum Beispiel jemand wie Seele, gern Konflikt natürlich sucht, aber Leute auch nicht rauslassen, ist ja fraglich dann.
Hey, you two. Cat got your tongue or something? If you knew what was best for you, you'd get...
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day.
März, warum hast du wieder
How
dein
about
Standard-Outfit
you
an?
take a little lunch break? I'm sure the IPC allows that, right?
Ich bin Gast eures Chefs, also geht zur Seite.
What's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you. You're the
Oh.
one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plane. Do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to treat us with respect, you'd better start showing some yourself.
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
Wow, Faulpelz.
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my patience. No need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
Ist das so klug? Ist das so klug? Assistenzkraft Außendienst. Fügt physischen Schaden zu. Leistungspunkte können vom ein Leistungspunkt können vom Angreifer eingezogen werden, wenn die Schwäche gebrochen oder besiegt wird. Okay. Fügt. Okay. Und hier. Ach, Geschichte. Ich dachte gerade, wir haben keine Story, aber nein, Geschichte, ja. Ein Assistenzkampf der internationalen Friedenskooperation, die sich hauptsächlich mit dubiosen Geschäftskontrollen befasst. Bei mageren Gehalt ist die einzige Unterkunft, die solche Leute sich leisten können, ein Mehrbettzimmer auf einem Unternehmensschiff. Gottes Willen. Assistenzkraft bei magerem Gehalt, ein Mehrbettzimmer im Unternehmensschiff. Ist genau dasselbe, aber anders formatiert, oder wie? Ah ne, hier, die tun sich mit der Ordnung befassen. Die mit Geschäftskontrollen, okay. Ich muss mal slow machen. Dass wir die Animation vielleicht erzählen. Oh, Moment, was machst du? Leistungspunkte für Mitarbeiter der Friedenskooperation. Jede Stapelung erhöht den verursachten Schaden um 50%. Bis zu einmal stapelbar. Alle Leistungspunkte werden verbraucht, wenn die Einheit einen Angriff ausführt. Okay, das heißt, greift an, kriegt einen Leistungspunkt, nächster Angriff macht 50% mehr Schaden. Verstehe. So. Ja, aber... Okay. Aber Lightning Lord macht noch immer Schaden.
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
17 rounds of interviews and these are the best people they can find?
Ich bin gespannt, ob die wirklich ohne Topaz gehandelt haben oder ob sie zu weit gegangen sind, weiter als Topaz meinte. Hat er ursprünglich schon gemacht und uns bedroht hat, der eine Typ. Ich bin gespannt. Oder ob das tatsächlich Topaz wusste, dass sie so ein bisschen aggressiv hier reingehen und war okay.
Caught your breath yet?
Wann hast du dich
Right after we
umgezogen?
finished chatting with Topaz in the museum?
Wann?
Did it take you that long to notice? I
Nein!
thought you were supposed to
Jetzt
be
die
the
erste Möglichkeit, wo ich
observant
habe
one. The quicker we
anzusprechen.
handle the IPC, the faster we can get back to enjoying the celebration.
What the fuck? Wann hat sie sich umgezogen? Wie?
Ready for action? It's time to kick the IPC out of the underworld.
Let's
get
go.
moving.
Oh! Leitender Angestellter, Teamleiter. Okay. Oh, ich hatte jetzt gehofft, dass ich eine Seele bekomme für die Mission. Währenddessen in Svarogs Siedlung. Oh. Interesting.
Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have a guest, maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara.
Okay.
Everything will be fine.
Sehr direkt, okay. Sie ist kein Freund, sie ist ein Steuereintreiber.
So, it seems my source was right. Who would have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC.
Okay.
No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy. I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
Okay, ein Würfel.
This is...
Source code. Or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it.
Okay.
I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons. Enough to crush the Legion's vanguard. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world. Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side. Here's to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Svarog.
Okay. Okay. Ich bin sehr viel mehr gespannt plötzlich, in welche Richtung es noch geht. Wie es sich entwickelt. Da ist Nambi!
All the miners here, huddled together. Anyone else getting deja vu?
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversary.
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what was it again? Numby, right?
What? Isn't that thing a fragmentum monster? She's keeping one as a pet?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look?
Okay. Machen wir jetzt eine Freundschaft mit Numby und dann das ändert irgendwas. Grunz. Grunz, Grunz, Grunz. Oh mein Gott, das ist so süß.
Sounds like you two are getting along. What's Numby saying?
Topaz ist nicht hier, das Leben ist letztlich bedeutungslos. Ich bin mir nicht sicher wegen dem starken Akzent.
I should have known. Don't quit your day job.
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Looks like they want to find their master. Let's follow them.
Yep. Ich bin so gespannt.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Greifen die jetzt ernsthaft noch richtig an?
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the geomarrow?
I really don't know anything.
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
Okay. Ja, Topaz selbst glaube ich bin echt gespannt, weil Topaz ja, größtenteils friedlich, das heißt ja, 100% perfekt ist schwierig, wenn die Leute auch das nicht so unbedingt wollen. Aber gleichzeitig, wenn die so wirklich richtig angreifen, die Leute, weil die einfach nicht wissen oder weil die halt nicht unbedingt so wollen, wenn die es halt einfach noch nicht mal richtig erklärt bekommen haben, alle. Ist auch so.
Battles are chess games.
Ja.
No two are alike.
Oh mein Gott, ist süß.
Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Numby glücklich, dass ich die Leute verprügel. Dann ist es vielleicht wirklich so, dass Topaz auch nicht direkt dafür verantwortlich ist.
We'll see who's really in charge.
Wenn Numby auch so glücklich ist, wenn ich die kaputt hau.
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
So.
Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation to...
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here.
Topaz lässt euch einfach alles tun, was ihr wollt.
You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related to this project. In cases where debtors fail to repay within the set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets. We're simply following the rules.
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders. Do you think I get to make those kinds of decisions?
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, Since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon.
Let's go! Meine Superwaffe! Okay. Der Angestellte, der Projektleiter, der Mac, den er bedient, gehört der IFK. Also ein Mac, den er bedient, okay. Ich dachte, es ist der Mac. Wird er beschädigt, müssen die Reparaturkosten aus eigener Tasche gezahlt werden. Mit einem halbwegs anständigen Gehalt können solche Leute es zumindest leisten, eine Raumwohnung zu mieten. Oh, fügt allen Zielen physischen Schaden zu, fügt anvisierten Ziel physischen Schaden zu, fügt anvisierten Ziel normalen physischen Schaden zu, tritt den Status Aufladen ein für Arbeitskulturschock, was dann das AOE-Ding ist. Nimmt alle Leistungspunkte von Assistenzkraft. Die buffen sich und der nimmt die dann auf sich und bufft sich selbst. Beschwört eine Assistenzkraft. Und die kriegen alle einen Leistungspunkt. Erhält nach Angriff einen Leistungspunkt. Das wirkt eklig.
Show no mercy.
Das wirkt eklig.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
I see through you. All think human creations.
Ich bin gespannt. Weil scheinbar ist ja wirklich so, dass Topaz nicht direkt was damit zu tun hat, dass die so aggressiv sind und willst auch nicht. Willst eher friedlicher lösen. Ich bin gespannt, wie es noch wird. Okay, er ruft Leute und alle kriegen Leistungspunkt. Machen deswegen ein bisschen extra Damage. Aber auch nicht lange. Sind die schon weg.
Who invited you?
Deed.
Show no mercy.
Nett. So, mal gucken, ob du überhaupt noch zum Zug kommst, um deine Ultimate hier zu nutzen. Ja, komm doch. Au.
All things in the human
Au.
creations.
Macht sogar noch ganz gut Damage.
Follow my charge.
Aber...
A quick divination.
Oh, ich hätte... Ja. Ich hätte Feld wieder erneuern müssen. Vergessen. Wenigstens treffen sie alle gerade Fujuang an.
Converge and awaken.
Okay. Bumm. Ja, das wird teuer.
Who are you people? Not even our tech could take you down.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Darn it. I'm all out of ammo.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
Director Topaz?
Oh.
What did she
Was
say?
sagt sie?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%.
Okay.
60%? We're done for.
Tut.
All personnel, evacuate the mine immediately. Erase all traces of your presence.
60%! Mein Geld!
So, are we all good here, or what?
Okay, sie haben also tatsächlich allein
Judging
gehandelt.
by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So,
Tja.
who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
Da solltest du lieber Bronya fragen.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities?
Ja.
Timing couldn't have been any worse.
Oh, looks like we've got a message.
So, Bronya, was sagst du? Wird doch bestimmt sie sein, ne? Wo seid ihr im Herzenkellerkind? Geht's euch gut? Bronya, wir sind gerade in der Unterwelt. Die Leute von der IFK haben die große Mine übernommen. Wir und Seele haben sie rausgeworfen. Ihr seid bei Seele, verstehe. Wie stehen die Dinge? Seid ihr verletzt? Keine Sorge, wir kommen schon klar. Ich habe es leider nicht geschafft, Topaz zu überzeugen. Keine Sorge, Kellerkind, das wurde sowieso nicht von euch erwartet. Irgendetwas ist hier gerade passiert und ich kann es nicht genau in Textnachrichten beschreiben. Könnt ihr zurück zur Festung Quiller brauchen? Ich brauche in dieser Angelegenheit einen Rat von euch beiden.
I get the feeling Bronya's worried about something. We'd better go back and
Ja, wie kommst du da drauf?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. The miners need to know what happened here. Bronya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Bronya out. Come on, to Klipoth Ford.
Alright, Herausforderung geschafft. Okay. Währenddessen in Niedstadt. Oh.
These guys?
Oh.
Don't look like thieves.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further, Miss Topaz.
Belobog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket.
Oh.
See you later, Captain.
Tut.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express.
Geht's jetzt darum, dass Sparrow mit ihr zusammenarbeitet, ne?
That's what friends are for, Bronya. You don't sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once.
Tja, du konntest das ja auch alles nicht voraussehen. Ist halt schon einiges, ne? Erst das Fest und das, auf das sich wahrscheinlich auch viel vorbereitet hat, und dann das jetzt.
They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation. The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry. Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Tja.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again? We're curious to know what solution she has in mind.
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice.
Okay, ich bin gespannt. Was ist der Plan?
It's...
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please take a look at the contents. And then tell me your thoughts.
Okay, jetzt.
Miss
Das ist der
Bronya,
große Punkt.
If you'll permit me to call you that. I'd like to share a story with you from my own life.
Tut Nambi für sie tippen?
In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel. But in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy. A place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing. That all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC. 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Bronya, with the genuine desire to express something. And I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival.
Tja, es ist immer schwer. Irgendwo natürlich, wenn man nur überlebt, aber kein bisschen Freiheit hat, ist natürlich auch, ist das ein Leben, aber gleichzeitig auch ja.
How many generations of Belobogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Eurilo 6. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision, because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belobogians. But because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
Tja. Ja, ich stimme auf jeden Fall mal zu.
I'm inclined to agree. It's hard to imagine she wrote that letter just to deceive me. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision.
Tja.
This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
Vielleicht solltest du dir erst einmal einen Einblick mit den anderen verschaffen.
That thought has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you say that.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone. Why not discuss it with others first?
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. But with such little time, I'm afraid that's a lost cause. I'll convene the Klapoth Fort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
Okay. Also es ist ein Wettlauf gegen die Uhr.
Yes, we need to move fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right.
Okay.
If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right?
Yep.
Let's start with the overworld.
Interessant hier. Für den Vorschlag, gegen den Vorschlag. Es ist immer schwer so zu sagen, finde ich. Kann nicht das jetzt tatsächlich eine Entscheidung sein, die beeinflussbar ist? Da kann sich tatsächlich etwas ändern und wie viel ändert sich? Aber ich würde sagen, das Video ist definitiv schon lang genug. Und ich würde sagen, wir sind ja auch jetzt bei Teil 2. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir gerade erst bei der Teil 2 sind oder schon länger bei Markt der Zukunft Teil 2. Habe ich nicht wirklich drauf geachtet. Aber wir machen auf jeden Fall an dieser Stelle beim nächsten Mal weiter und sehen dann mal das Finale. Und ich bin auf jeden Fall froh, dass Topaz definitiv eher positiv drauf zu sein scheint. Ich hätte jetzt auch nicht gedacht, dass sie so negativ ist. Es ist am wahrscheinlichsten halt wirklich wie gedacht, die Leute von ihr waren. Ja. Wird noch interessant so mit halt so ein bisschen, dass sie ja so sehr drängt und jetzt mit Sparrow das macht, wie da und das Resultat am Ende sein wird. Wenn sie so, ja, ich habe mit Sparrow schon das und das alles gemacht und ja. Aber gut. Jedenfalls, das war's mit diesem Video. Und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder, wenn wir weiter Honkai Star Rail spielen. Bis dahin. Ciao.